This is Dennis Hopper from Cine Vegas. You're listening to Joe Escalante on Indy 103.1.
Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me cry for you. Lately drinking warm red wine is all I want to do. And I never know how tight I'll wind me up.
Wino Wednesday begins on Indy 103.1. Can you believe it? Joe Escalante here. Indy1031.com. If you are wondering what happened to Indy still, it's right here. If you been listening to 103.1 FM, been listening to El Gato, and wow. They said my audience was too wealthy and too educated, and whoa. I mean, I know a bit about Spanish music. That is music for poor people.
They don't dance.
That is the music for the poorest of the poor.
Your demographic can't dance either, just
That's
so
true.
you know.
True.
Yeah.
So Wino Wednesday, we
They
got
don't salsa.
Jonathan Mitchell from the Palm Restaurant in West Hollywood. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning.
It's
It's an honor to be part of this El Gato show. I love it.
It's a new era in El Gato wines.
Loving it. all the morning drinking we've done, it never occurred to me to do breakfast wines. You know, we always did some theme, but I never thought it's early morning. Let's do breakfast wines.
Yeah, we were always pretending that it was just like it wasn't happening at 8 a.m.
Exactly.
But,
Except that it feels so much better to drink at 8 a.m.
Today we got it started a little late. Indy's going through all this weird stuff. My parking thing worked, but it didn't let me in the actual Indy building. And then I felt like kind of a scrounge, and I'm like, people are in suits. I'm like, hey, can you let me in? I'm the guy over here
Oh,
in the
sad.
station.
Well, they're not letting us out, just by the way.
Then I had to find some headphones. That was, whoa, that was hard. If you look at the YouTube version of the show, you will see what I ended up with. And Stephanie's here. Stephanie's the producer for the Barely Legal Show, and she's here with us. Jonathan Mitchell's here. And what's going on at the Palm? You've been at the Palm for how long now?
3 months.
That is a fancy restaurant.
It's wicked fancy.
And there's a lot of regulars, so you got the Hollywood regulars that you got to take care of.
It's old school Hollywood. It's like 70s, 80s Hollywood. Everyone famous comes in, and all the industry is there. It's all, the guys behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's not a lot of the famous people that you can recognize from television. It's the executives, the producers.
It's all the business
but they're important
managers
too.
and stuff. No, but the people that come in, it's pretty amazing. There are still a lot of celebs that come in. We get a good deal of them. Adam Sandler shot a movie there a couple weeks ago. He bought the whole restaurant out, shot a movie.
What movie was that?
It's called Funny People. It's coming out in a few months, and it's really about the Palm. And so it's really cool. And some of the old school people, like Ruth Buzzy was in.
Ruth Buzzy?
It's so cool.
So hot. And how many drinks does it take for you to start to get on Ruth Buzzy a little bit?
She actually, right off the bat,
no drinks.
Right off the
Okay,
bat.
good.
And then
That's how I
Lily
would do.
Tomlin. I mean, what's it with the laughing people? And who was Maude? What was the actress who was
Bea
Maude?
Arthur?
Bea Arthur's in. She still has that, like, God'll get you for this, Walter, like,
Really?
voice and everything. Yeah.
Oh, look, I got a real pair of headphones that have been delivered.
They
Thank
love
you,
you
John.
around here. El gato, ahora, por favor.
So, Jonathan Lemmy, you're still here.
I'm still here.
Oh, it's not for me. It's got to be for Joe.
Oh, yeah, no, these are fine for you. These are fine for you because I can hear fine.
We
sure?
got another pair.
All right, you bring another pair.
Wow. We don't
I
even have
usually
to-
bring my own. Oh, and
Do we have to give
a
you
new
wine for
security
this?
card.
Yes.
Okay, good.
You're awesome.
I got an extra glass. So I don't know what I'm doing, but every Wednesday for a long time we did Wino Wednesday when I was doing the morning show here in Indy. For 2.5 years we did this, and we learned a lot about wine. And just as I was sort of getting the hang of it, I was starting to go up to Napa and learn a little bit about stuff. I got my varietal chart over there that someone keeps putting down.
Whoa.
But and then the plug was pulled. So now,
Literally.
we're going to keep doing Wino Wednesday. And for now, it's going to be on Wednesday. I don't know how long I can continue to coming up here at 8 in the morning.
Come to my house. We'll just do it at my house.
That's true. Maybe we'll do that. And then let's go with bottle number 1, breakfast wines. Jonathan Mitchell, what do you got?
First of all, there's no such thing as breakfast wines. I think we just came up with this on the spot because I get desperate, for these themes. But, I'm thinking about, if you go to Italy, how the old guys are always drinking first thing in the morning with their espresso. They're always drinking a little red wine and stuff to get the bones and muscles and everything going. So we're starting with a Piesporter Riesling, a Spatlese, 2007 from Dr. Beckermann. It comes in a pretty green bottle. Mm-hmm. It's very light. It's low alcohol. It's easy drinking.
Why is it good for breakfast?
Because it's low alcohol. It's 8% alcohol. You can drink it with your coffee, and you can yodel or listen to Wagner or do whatever the Germans do early in the morning.
Stephanie, grab a glass of that. Here, let me have that camera while you're Stephanie is drinking.
Yeah, show something pretty, will you, please?
Thank you. That's why I brought it.
Salud.
Okay, now why is when I hang out with wine people, they're always concerned about the alcohol content, and I get the point that some people are saying, "Oh, this is low alcohol, this is good," and then I have my other friends are saying, "Oh, this is low alcohol, that's bad." Where do you weigh in?
On the latter. I'm a ladder guy. To me, as long as the alcohol doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for, dominate the wine, as long as it's not distracting and it balances out in the long run, then it's a good thing. But in the case of something like a light Riesling, you're not looking for a big, heavy alcoholic wine. You're looking for something light and refreshing.
I'm the croissant, and
citrusy.
Tomato, and cheese is what I'm thinking right now.
Hey, can you get this on film? Biscotti.
A biscotti?
Little Italian biscotti. I bought Nonni's biscotti.
Nice.
Almond biscotti. It's going to go with these wines because I brought a white breakfast wine, a red breakfast wine that's sparkling, and a dessert wine.
Okay, so this Riesling that we're starting with right now, what makes a Riesling a Riesling? Riesling is a grape, I'm assuming, and is it grown in Germany, or did it come from France and they mutated it over to Germany? How does that work?
Wow, you have been learning. Have you been studying your varietal charts?
A little bit.
No, it's a famous German varietal that is now grown the world over. Everybody grows Riesling, from here to Australia to New Zealand to Germany, France, everywhere.
What about Pico Rivera? Because that's where the El Gato is very, very
Yonkers, baby. They got it in Yonkers right now. I'm talking about. Forget about it.
All right, Jonathan Mitchell, we are going to play some Smiths while we open up bottle number 2. You're listening to Wino Wednesday on Indy 1031. Joe Escalante here. Thanks for checking in with us. 877-900-1031 is the number if you want to call us.